you spend also time working with prime ministers and world leaders. I'm not sure if any of this is can be discussed openly, but what was this chapter about, and what did you learn from
it. Well, in the case of Pierre Trudeau, uh, I learned about how much wisdom comes from worldliness and how much perspective you can have on a problem simply because of your life experience that no one else shares. Like as a world leader, if you've inserted yourself into all kinds of situations, uh, an experience and a knowledge that transcends anything I've experienced. So foolish of me not to come to you to say, here's my problem. How would you approach it? And listen to him come back with an answer in a million years I never would have come up with. And in the other, that was him. In the case of Jean Chrétien, it was a man who always appeared to be the common man with the common touch, and was 100 times smarter than he ever let on. Really good native sense. And he also knew exactly how to push the right buttons in a negotiation. That was his brilliance.
you take transform your experience or encounter with them into a life or leadership lesson that
Well, we
gives you
turned him into an extraordinarily valuable asset because that was an asset clients wanted. Like, how can you help us solve an insoluble problem? That was probably still is his expertise. I think he's 90 now, but that hasn't left him. He knows how to solve a problem, and that can be a very valuable asset for a law firm.
what is the standard operating procedure for you on how to solve the problem? Because in the end, that's I think what leaders actually are paid to do, so to say, right? It's like solve the problems
Yeah,
somebody else
yeah.
can do.
You have to listen. You have to listen really carefully and try and shut your mouth. Try not to speak. Listen. Don't jump to conclusions. Listen, especially when you're solving something within your or own organization. Never respond to a complaint.